Joining me now is someone who spent decades hunting down domestic extremist groups is Terry Turchi, former Deputy Assistant Director of the FBI's Counterterror Division. Also with me is Horace Cooper, Project 21 co-chair, author of How Trump is Making Black America Great Again. Terry, it actually took an Antifa sympathizer to tell the truth and set the record straight against that media narrative we played earlier.
That's exactly right. And the bottom line is we were taught in the FBI early on, Laura, always look at the facts and follow the facts in the trail. Don't be reading things into big, gigantic terms like white supremacy. And in fact, when you look at the cities and what's happening in America today, it's not white supremacists that are out burning cities and intimidating diners and restaurants and out on sidewalks. It's, in many cases, white elitist university graduates and those kinds of people. It's the people that comprise the anti-racist aspect of what the left has been developing, the revolutionary left, for years. And that is people to join in with BLM and earlier on the Black Panther Party and go out and bring the revolution. And we're in the middle of it now. It's out in plain sight.
And Horace, here's another excerpt from that New York Times article quoting Portland City Councilor Joanne Hardesty. She says, as a black woman who has been working on this for 30 years, to have young white activists who have just discovered that Black Lives Matter yelling at me that I'm not doing enough for black people is kind of ironic, is what it is. Horace, this has nothing to do with racial justice, does it? So why is BLM promoting it?
Of course this has nothing to do with racial justice. This is about political opportunism. When I was just a little kid, the Eagles came out with a song about your lying eyes. What we're being told is to ignore everything that we can see. Radical groups are gathering in cities all across the country, and now we're looking at over $1 billion worth of damage, according to the insurance industry, based on coordinated activity. This is real.
And yet, Terry, the president has been asked and asked again and re-asked questions about will you disavow white supremacy and white supremacists, as if somehow he ever supported it. I want to remind everyone what the president has said over the years about this pernicious effect of white supremacists. Watch.
Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists. Our nation must condemn racism, bigotry, and white supremacy.
Do you want white supremacists to vote for you?
No, I don't at all, not at all. And strongly condemn the neo-Nazis, the white supremacists, and the KKK.
And just a few moments ago, again on Hannity, Terry. So talk about that tactic that's being used in order to drive a wedge where pretty much everyone agrees the KKK is the worst, the worst ever.
Well, a couple of points. First of all, white supremacy combined with systemic racism, that is the foundation of the left, the radical left, the revolutionary left's attack on America. And if you look at the 2016 Democratic Party platform, the 2020 Democratic platform, which, by the way, if he didn't do anything else the other night, Joe Biden took responsibility for that platform. I would encourage people to read it. It even talks in there about the importance of protest that should continue. And we've, of course, heard Kamala Harris say that as well. But that is the foundation of their attack. And so they need to distract people. And what they also need to do is make sure they neutralize the president. If anybody has really been speaking out and has the battle cry to fight back against the people who want to destroy the rule of law and the constitutional republic, it's President Trump. And they have to try and make that stick, or at least keep him busy trying to defend it.
Well, Horace, yes or no, the President Trump has delivered more for Black America than any president in our lifetime.
Which is the whole purpose of my book. I mentioned in one of those planks is his commitment to equality. That has been something that has been very good for Black Americans as a minority. And his record, if he's a racist, he's the worst racist ever. More blacks with jobs, more blacks with new houses,
Prosperity.
more blacks with money in their wallet.
All right, prosperity, peace,
absolutely.
and safety. And Joe Biden has no answer for any of that. Gentlemen, this was really illuminating tonight. Thank you so much.